Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Dukes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will get the first possession of the game. A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling to the first down. He's going to pass. He's going to run it. And he's still running after the move. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the 1-2, and he's got a first down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Getting some heat. Looking to buy time. Strikes the blow. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. He'll pull it down. Bring in the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So James Madison's offense will go to work for the first time. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Gonna take a shot, and the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Coming after him. Going for 6. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Morris. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. At the 45, on his way. Running toward the tape. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking left. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on 2nd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you're hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Morris. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Thompson. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Dukes! A great catch and run for 6.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He fires one deep over the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first...
And he's running in the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Dukes moving quickly to the line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So
and the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long.
3rd down coming.
Looking for a man. It's Morris. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Finds room at the 10. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. They're trying to get to him. Open space at the 25. He's loose. Quarterback gets past the marker. Running inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, marching down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
James Madison, 14.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Pulls it fired complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Dukes will hustle to the line. They go to the ground. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Morris. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Trying to get to him. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, there'll be a perfect 10-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Grayson. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 14. And the Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Bush. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. There is time on the clock. If there's time on the clock, there's time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop it. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
James Madison, 14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Georgia State's offense takes the field to start this game off. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets away. He'll pull it down and run. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Pocket starts to collapse. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Second down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Florida State.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Uyangalele. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Bush. coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0, but David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. He's going to take off. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection and so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll open the second half with a run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the run. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. Gets away from one. He's got space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Georgia State! And the route is on.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State, 0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quickly complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of...
What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He'll try to do it himself. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Feeling some heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Great move there. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the pummeling has started. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Morlock. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now improvising. He's going to run it. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass on second down. Trying to get to it. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Kim. Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Bush. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Panthers offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the start point.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Smashes through. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Panthers are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal for the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Coastal Carolina, 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Got the quick completion.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Bush. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Got guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Right down the middle. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
To the air on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Kim. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Bush. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The shot that clears will boot it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready.
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
He does a really good job dropping back to pass, and he wanted to pass, but man, so dynamic. Sees an opening, takes off, makes a huge play. And if you think the crowd was excited before that, now they're really lit.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Looking to throw on second down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. He caught it. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Kim. Coming after it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the shot that clears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown? Oh, look out! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Coastal Carolina, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's another Panther.
The offense set for a first down play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team so far has embraced it, and everything they've shown me, Jesse, throughout the regular season says that they're going to continue to embrace it and continue to play well.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. They've got the target on their backs right now. They're not sneaking up on anybody the way they might have done earlier in the year when we didn't quite know who they were or what they're about. Everybody right now in the entire country, all of college football, knows that this team's for real. They've got to put it together now to close.